Hi, my name is Justin Smith. I am currently a ninth grade English teacher at Democracy Prep Endurance High School in East Harlem. Last year I taught seventh grade at Democracy Prep Endurance Middle School in West Harlem. And I had just taken over the position of seventh grade reading teacher at the school. And I was looking at the curriculum and trying to I think so much of my role as a reading teacher is to think about some different reading experiences, something that kids haven't been exposed to. And I was also trying to solve this conundrum of addressing the Common Core state standards, which focuses so much on author's purpose. And so one of my friends recommended a mystery novel because it's such a genre so appropriate for thinking about how an author makes choices and how they create a plan from beginning to end of a certain story. And so I came across And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. And I chose to read it for the first time on a red-eye flight to London, which was a terrible idea. I have horrible flight anxiety, and I needed to focus on something for 7 hours, but it was kind of the wrong thing to focus on because it was so terrifying the entire time. And I realized that it would definitely hook my 12-year-old students. And so I decided that I was going to teach that as one of our class novels. But part of the problem was that the first 50 or so pages are an introduction to the 10 suspects and their inner thoughts and their complicated relationships with each other. And so I had to figure out a way to hook them long enough to keep them reading for the first 50 pages. And so some of my coworkers and I came up with that idea of a kidnapping of the seventh grade mascot, which is a big stuffed wolf about this big named Rontu. And so we developed these manila envelopes with secret clues inside. There were, audio recordings of people plotting different things and pictures taken by undercover agents and all of these things. Kids were running around the school collecting these clues. And it was a super fun experience the next day because we all met whole school to talk about who took Rontu. And everyone was, Mr. Rodenbaugh took Rontu because I saw a picture of him sneaking around, or Miss Marsh took Rontu because there was a clip of her blaming another person for some other thing. But they'd worked out these long stories about why they did this and what had actually happened. And it was so successful because kids were really thinking about what the clues told them and what the evidence actually pointed to. And they were so ready to be thinking like a detective that when we picked up Agatha Christie And Then There Were None to read it, they became hooked instantly. They talked about it at lunch. They talked about it at recess. They said, I'm going to go Agatha Christie on you whenever they lost a basketball game. It became a big part of our school culture. And it was just because we spent the time to think about what is this mystery genre? And the book was just so compelling for them.